Welcome back, YouTube, to another reading. So, welcome back to your divine masculine energy. Okay, this is going to be very interesting because we are going to get into some things here. The sun is in Scorpio season, okay, going into Sag. So a lot of you are being forced to transform, go through a lot of deaths, egotistically, emotionally, financially, mentally, and you're just gonna have to deal with it because Sagittarius season is gonna bring in this adventurous energy, divine masculine, of how you're gonna navigate your new reality, your new relationships, new people, new situations, new friendships, it's just new everything. Okay? So, with that energy being out here, gotta fix. A lot of you are going to be forced to go through a lot of changes that you've been prolonging for, I'm hearing decades. Whether it's childhood traumas, the lack of emotional intelligence or quotients, or not being able to hold yourself accountable for how relationships turn out, how the relationships with your children turn out, how the relationships with your parents or your family members turn out because your lack of emotional intelligence. And for the ones that do have emotional intelligence, a lot of you are starting to realize how you have been bending over backwards for the validation of others, which has put you in a emotional narcissistic aspect of yourself. Okay? Let me write this down for you guys. So either realizing you're emotionally narcissistic or bending over backwards for emotional rewards, right? So for the ones that are new, my name is Harry Joey. For the ones that keep coming back, you are truly loved, missed, and appreciated in all of that, okay? The individual masculine and feminine readings are going to be pre-recorded, as so are the unified ones where divine masculine and feminine are together in the same reading. These are individuals. The only reading that's going to be live are going to be the 12 zodiac signs and the frequency of love, where I'm tapping into all 12 zodiac signs at the same time in one reading and giving you like mini downloads and energies of what's going on in that present time. Okay, so look out for that. Subscribe, like the video, share it for the algorithm, and also know that you are highly appreciated, darling. So somebody is pissed off, enraged. Somebody's pissed off and enraged because they can't get what they want from you, whether it's a reaction, whether it's words, whether it's affection, whether it's attention, whether it's commitment, whether it's just to look at them, whether it's just to breathe their way. Divine masculine, I kind of feel like somebody's pissed off here. And for some of you, this could be you. Funny how I said some of you have to bend over backwards. Look at the candle. Bending over backwards. For some of you, somebody's going to have to. It bent over, all right. Looks like a limp dick, if you ask me.
It fell out.
Oh my God. Somebody's angry at the fact that they couldn't get hard during sex. Somebody's angry at the fact that you're not into them anymore. Somebody's angry at the fact that you don't want to be with them. Somebody's angry at the fact that you fell out with them. Somebody's angry at the fact that that they bend over backwards, or you bend over backwards so much for somebody who never had the intention to reciprocate half of the shit that you gave them. Divine masculine. And now they're trying to work their way or navigate their way through the reality of other people to get back to you through the means of manipulating them. Scorpio season in Sag. So that can be significant for some of you. You can be connected to those energies, or you can be that zodiac sign, right? So let's go into prayer and see what the energies are for divine masculine, right? So thank you, Father, Mother God, for waking us up today, allowing us to be an extension of you. Understanding, overstanding, and understanding that we're constantly connected to God, source, spiritual guides, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, anything that is high vibrational, to get these messages across to the collective of divine masculine so they can be able to expand and evolve beyond what they can see in this space and time. Thank you for your love, your wisdom, and support every day. We're nothing without it, and definitely nothing without you. Thy is the sun, and the sun is me. It is the one, and it is thee. The one that gives us polarity in life, it gave us evolution, polarity in night. Two lights that derive from the same source that makes us in its image from the ultimate force. It travels through space and archetypes of mind where here and below you can also find. As above, it is below. When we transcend, we return and we grow. Remind yourself of who you are as you come from the light of God, as you come from the shining star. A lot of you are coming to the realization that you have mastered divine masculine energy, and some of you are coming to the realization that you don't even know what masculinity is. A lot of you are seeing the reflection of the lack of your divine masculinity in somebody else. So an uncle, a father, a brother, a friendship, another masculine, you're seeing them be a reflection of the lack of divine masculine intelligence within yourself. And then you're being triggered because it's forcing you to sharpen up and upgrade your skills as to what you think divine masculine energy is. Because you're starting to see how really intelligent it's not looking. How much more of a simp you really look. Some of you are begging for somebody's attention, like I said, and for others of you, somebody's begging for yours. Look at this, two flames. But one of them is on their knees begging. As I said, on their knees begging. That's why one flame is lower than the other. Because the other lower vibrational person is trying to get themselves in the graces of the other person here. What are the energies for divine masculine? Yo. Anger and rage. Didn't I just say this in the beginning of this fucking reading? The bottom of the deck. War in reverse. And dedication. Some of you divine masculine have realized how much dedication you have put into the energy of war. Whether it's constantly wanting to prove yourself right, whether it's constantly wanting to seem like there's nothing wrong in your reality, Whether it's constantly wanting to feel like, I'm not feeling that emotion, you're a liar. You're constantly at war with yourself and what you feel and what you think because of what is at hand. Who is judging you? What is being reflected back to you, whether it's a reflection of you or not? A lot of you are constantly at war with the energy of wanting to be or look right, or that you're at the stature of yourself and in this level of yourself where there's no possible way that this is happening to me and that I'm the one that's the problem and I'm the one that's at fault, because guess what? That's your ego. So you're constantly blaming everybody else's mistakes or mishaps or what they're not doing as to why you are where you are. The Anger and Rage Collective is more about yourself. Angry at yourself for all the times you have wasted. All the words you have wasted, all the shit you have wasted, whether it was you to yourself or you and how you opened up to other people, knowing that you weren't ready to love, be in a relationship, commit to that job, have that child, do this, do that, but you let your ego get ahead of you. Because it was being stroking here. It was like, oh yeah, you're gonna be a great dad, but you didn't heal those issues you had with chores. Then find out why you're being triggered by your kids, or try to find out why you're being triggered by your kids, or being triggered by the people that are trying to manipulate your kids. Because you're not around. Or vice versa. Raising other people's kids while you don't have access to your own because you're dealing with toxic feminine energy because you didn't heal your energies or your lessons and your shit with your mom. See how this can go both ways here? Pick your poison and choose wisely. This is gonna sting a little bit. Some of you don't even realize that you're creating the same hurt to your kids that your father did to you, just in a different way. Some of you don't even realizing that you're creating the same hurt that your parents did to you, to them. Some of you don't even realize that you're creating the same hurt that these people did to you, to yourself. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because your ego will tell you to say that to yourself. That I'm fine and my chest is puffed out. Let it keep getting puffed out because it keeps getting hit by the universe. How does that feel? Divine Masculine. Some of you with the horns here can be a Taurus or a Capricorn, and with the fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So far. Let's see how these energies are being clarified, huh, Divine Masculine? It's so funny. You're so strong and you're so this and you're so that, right? And nothing can happen to you. But why is it that you have all of these armors on if you can't be hurt? You got spiked shoulder pads, my guy. You got a helmet with horns on, my guy. Is that so you don't have to carry other people's burdens or your own? Or is this because you don't want people to come in and manipulate you emotionally and eventually get to your head and change the way that you think and how you are and what you get out of people and certain women in certain situations? All of this armor for somebody who says that nothing happens to them and that they don't feel anything or don't have emotions. That's crazy. But always wrapped up in some shit. That's crazy. Typhon, a lot of you are going to realize that a lot of the people and situations that have been in your life, whether they seem solid, loyal, or not, weren't. Especially by the end of the Scorpio season. Today's what? The 19th. We're already there. What is it, by the 22nd? Hey Siri, when is the ending of Scorpio season? October 23rd to November 1st. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What planet rules Scorpio? Pluto, right? Which is affiliated with Scorpio energy and the death card and the transformation. You have to go through some type of betrayal from somebody that's loyal to you or that you thought was loyal to you for you to have to embark on this like journey with the imbalance that you have created with your divine masculine energy and not being able to tap into your divine feminine energy. And that's why you couldn't see through these people. It's because you lack divine feminine energy, intuition, compassion, understanding, communication skills, like all of these that you lack. So a lot of you are going to be enraged because somebody will betray you here. What is the clarification? Solar calm and clarity in reverse, causing a lot of confusion. As I said, it's going to happen in the near future here. It might be a Leo, especially with the sun and the Leo card coming out, literally. Or a Cancer. Funny, because Cancer and Leo are right there. This can either mean June and July, July and August. Time framing of next year, like I said, near future. For others of you, it happened this year. The betrayal of this person. Or the betrayal of yourself. And now a lot of you are trying to find the clarity. Or trying to reform your life, or trying to recreate, trying to find yourself, your confidence, your courage, trying to immerse yourself within this fourth house here, which is talking about recreating a home within yourself, or an actual location, or new place, new this, new job, new abundance, new fire, new passion, right after getting out of this, whatever this is, or ending whatever this is. Divine masculine. Some of you are gonna be able to confidently say that you're done with whatever this is because Jupiter's here and it's talking about expansion, whether you like it or not. Because every turn you make, especially with the 5-5 here. Oh, 5-5-5. You're being forced to go through a change, emotionally and spiritually. Which emotions are tied into spirit, which is divine feminine energy. Right? The fire, the Holy Spirit. It's feminine. Your whole life had to blow up for you to be able to create all of these changes. And you're enraged about it, but guess what? The universe doesn't care. Because when it told you and warned you 10,000, 4,000, 5,000 times, you didn't listen. And wow! Pluto. Rebirth. Exactly what I just said. You're being forced to go through a rebirth from your past. The spirit is like, you can't be this dumb that you keep creating and recreating the same cycles with the same person or different women or your kids or from the past into the future, meaning from your childhood to now, like you're really not realizing that shit, and it's because you lack the ability to go within your divine feminine energy and emotionally analyze these things and why they're happening, because you're constantly in a state of anger and rage. And Pluto is right here, number 9. And y'all saw me shuffle, and it's still here. The top of the deck, Mars. Always going at war, like I said. Some of you can be an Aries, Leo, Cancer, Sag, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio. But whatever energy this is, I kind of feel like you're constantly going at war with yourself. And now the universe is forcing you to go at war with yourself, but for a better reason. Aries, to make better decisions, actions, to cross-pollinate with better decisions, better people, better situations, better relationships, better ways of doing things. Some of you try to retaliate on somebody because they emotionally triggered your emotional incompetence. They were showing you how dumb you were by not reacting, overreacting to what you were highly upset about. Which created more confusion within yourself as to why isn't this person feeling the way that I do? Because y'all don't value the same things, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, or financially. Y'all don't value the same things here. So what pisses you off or pisses them off is not going to be a vice versa thing. Aquarius, you have to learn to choose better people to collaborate with, be with, or the collaboration is more about come together within the relationship or the situation, whatever it is. Or just go your fucking separate ways and find a better match. Some of you are realizing that you're not a match to somebody, or somebody's not a match to you, whether it's romantically or a family member or whatever this is, or friendship, like I said, because somebody betrays you here. Let's go into your tarot. The Knight of Pentacles, loyalty. Like I said, somebody's loyalty is being tested here, whether it's by the universe or you. Taurus, Sagittarius energy, and then the Eight of Swords, sideways, restriction. So either somebody's denying their loyalty to somebody else, or you're realizing that somebody stopped being loyal to you a long time ago. Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus. Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, sorry, Aries, growth. Some of you have grown emotionally to the point where now you realize that somebody hasn't been loyal to you. They were only loyal what you were to them. They weren't loyal to you. They were only loyal what you were to them. Whether it was emotionally, financially, or physically. Taurus, Sag, Gemini, Aries. Or all of the above. Because for some of you, it might be a group of people that you would change to. The Star, Aquarius energy. Hope. A lot of you lost hope for these people or situations. And Spirit is saying that you were supposed to. These friends, these people, these family members, these relationships, you were supposed to lose hope. Because divine... Aquarius is a divine feminine energy. That's why there's a woman pouring out the vase of water, the water bearer. Because you're holding the emotions that that you were holding for so long and carrying for so long that you knew were fraudulent. And now you're pouring them out because you know that you have to heal your divine feminine energy through losing the hope of all of these people, situations, relationships, and connections, and realizing that it was just a self-betrayal a betrayal to self, whether it was orchestrated by you or the universe, to be able to jumpstart this ascension process to accept your divine feminine self, divine masculine. Some of you need to go listen to the divine feminine reading that I did. Because divine feminine energy is in everyone. The only reason why you could be a good father or a good friend or a good son is because you have emotional intelligence, which is divine feminine energy, the right side of your brain. Archetypally, it's the right side of your brain. It's intuition, it's compassion, it's spirituality, it's creativity, it's kindness, it's art, it's, everything that seems feminine. And a lot of you lack that. That's why you're attracted to women so much. Because you want them to give it to you and feed you that way, but you need to learn how to give it to yourself. To be able to attract a woman who can not only give it to herself, but reciprocate it. So it's not a strain on both people within the relationship. Hence why these people in these relationships, connections, or family members feel like a burden to you. Or you to yourself. Because you lack that feminine essence. The King of Cups. Somebody who's emotionally intelligent. Some of you can be dealing with Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Sag or a Leo, Aries. Some of you are understanding now that maybe you and somebody aren't compatible. For others of you, it's understanding that you and somebody else are compatible, but you have to realize that you and somebody else weren't. For others of you, it's the fact that you're not emotionally the same man that you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You went from your ego from your logical or intellectual intelligence to your emotional intelligence. And this is why you're having a lot of war or frustration and battles with yourself, because you can't understand why you want to do things in a certain way or change or run, and it's because you're choosing yourself. The world and regeneration, to regenerate. Create something new, the Six of Pentacles. Being generous to yourself, divine masculine. The same way you want women to be generous with you, or your kids to be generous with you, is a reflection of how you have to be generous with yourself. And shine light on the things that are holding you back, that are not allowing you the ability to do these things for yourself with the King of Cups. Some of you are finally listening to somebody that has been guiding you all along to heal. Spirit is like finally going through the judgment of self-reflection, temperance, Sagittarius energy. Some of you can have a lot of Sag in your chart. And then the Page of Cups, imagination. Yeah, because you have to broaden the horizons of how you see what you're about to create. So you have to self-reflect so you can make decisions from a different perception or aspect of self. And being honest with yourself for the new beginning. Aries, not leaving yourself out in the cold. Stop playing into other people's situations. They're fucking lies, illusions, manipulations here. The Angel of the Ocean, healing, exactly like I said. Death, Scorpio, it's exactly what I said. The Ten of Cups, you have to heal. A lot of you can't be thinking about wanting to be in a relationship, be somebody's daddy, or do this or that, until you fucking heal. It's that simple. That's why everything that's in your life right now either fucking sucks, and if it doesn't fucking suck, it's because you resonate with a divine feminine energy. Because you're emotionally intelligent enough to not put yourself in shit that's going to hinder you, or fuck up your money, or your relationships, or this or that. And if you're the lower aspect of this vibration or frequency or reading, you need to go listen to that divine feminine energy, because you don't even know what the fuck that is. Basically, the reason why you're fucking around and dealing with fucked up individuals and people that are going to betray you or have, is because this is a reflection of how you are fucked up to yourself, and you betray yourself all the fucking time because you don't know how to choose yourself to heal. Sounds trifling, don't it? Yeah. The only way that you will have success with the Six of Pentacles, Leo energy, is if you shine light on the shit you keep ignoring about yourself. How the fuck you want your business to be successful if you don't even have the emotional intelligence to know how to communicate with customers and clients and people, or at your job? Because you haven't worked on your emotional lessons in self, which is feminine. Or your childhood traumas from your parents, which is feminine. Or the ability to heal, which is feminine. Or the ability to see things from a higher perspective, or intuition, which is feminine. Or be able to see betrayal coming from afar away because you have intuition, which is feminine. A lot of you complain about a lot of shit that a lot of you can fix if y'all only heal. I couldn't tell she was a cheater. I couldn't tell that this was going to happen. Yeah, because you lack divine feminine energy. Intuition. I don't know. There's this thing that women do that they just know everything. Intuition. You have it too. Stop relying on the women to do it, and do it for yourself. So you don't get intertwined with situationships. Because you're relying on women to emotionally heal you when you can heal yourself. Right? Let's go into your advice of this anger and rage. Have Typhoon here. We have Thor, Thoth, which is wisdom, Typhoon, which is rage. Be aware of how you handle anger and rage, your own and that of others. Seeking an emotional balance leads to peace, but seek an emotional balance from yourself, not others. Typhon is perhaps one of the most terrifying titans of ancient Greece. Gargantuan in size, Typhoon possesses a huge, scaly body like a dragon and the head of a torso of a man. His eyes shoot fire, but the most frightening thing about him is his seemingly unquenchable rage. Typhon is the last child of Gaia, which is the earth. Gaia took the side of the Titans during their war with Zeus and the Olympians. The Titans and all who fought with them were defeated and many died. This gave Gaia a hankering for revenge. Typhoon, almost from the moment of his birth, had one reason for living. 1 second. Zeus's ego. So Zeus versus Earth, which is Gaia, emotional intelligence, right? That's what we come here to learn on Earth, emotional intelligence, versus Gaia. And rage. ego versus emotion, which is what you're going through, right? And it's creating rage because of the changes that are being forced here, like a typhoon or typhon. Typhon is the last child of Gaia. Gaia took the side of the Titans during their war with Zeus and the Olympians. The Titans and all who fought with them were defeated, and many died. This gave Gaia a hankering for revenge. Typhon almost from the moment of his birth had one reason for living, the expression of rage, because it was born from revenge, right? So after many long battles with both parties injured and many versions of the story, Zeus finally defeated the mighty Typhon by lighting up the sky with thunderbolts and striking the monster. Zeus then imprisoned him under Mount Etna. It is said that Typhon still struggles with his rage beneath the black, smoldering earth, causing the volcano to rumble, smoke, and erupt to this day. Typhon, known as the father of monsters, sired a number of famous offsprings. Their mother was his wife, Echidna, and the Sphinx is his child of Typhon. And the Sphinx is a child of Typhon, intelligent yet deadly. She slays anyone not able to answer her riddles. Cerberus, the three-headed hound dog who guards the doorway of hell, is a son of Typhon, as is the Nemean lion. Right? Should Typhon pay you a visit today is a signal to be very aware of how you handle anger and rage. Perhaps you need to learn how to manage more productively the anger you feel or express in a healthier way by learning emotional intelligence. Expressing no anger at all is not the solution. Passive aggression is simply hidden anger and causes just as many problems, in particular over the long term. Anger in itself is not an inherently negative emotion and does, in its purest form, have the positive intent of protection. Being angry is not unhealthy, but we often feel it is, and so deal with it in unhealthy ways. Explaining why we are angry or upset instead of yelling or pretending it doesn't matter is one way to do this. So explaining instead of yelling and pretending, right? It doesn't matter is one way to do this. Typhon is the shadow side incarnate, which is the shadow side, right? A storm of rage. The kind of the Typhon that Typhon demonstrates is a fearsome thing to behold. We have all seen this kind of explosive anger demonstrated at some time, whether it be road rage, yelling, crying, or even stomping around and slamming doors. One of the most disturbing things about this kind of rage is not only that it feels good and powerful because it's a release, but that it is hard to stop once started. It is often physical too. No one needs to be the victim to that kind of rage. If you are, you should seek assistance. The symbols are snake tail, red, fire-filled eyes, serpents, demons, and storms. Because demons represents the monsters. Calling upon the monsters' energy, right? That were conjured by the Great Mother. And balancing the anger and rage that was created through the war. The element of fire to burn away what does not need to be there. Don't think about the issue with anger. Are you too quick to anger, too slow? Do you feel inappropriate anger, passive aggression, rage, or resentment? What is it I fear is you should be asking yourself. And then the affirmation is, I release my fear and the need for unhealthy anger. Burn it on a piece of paper and let it flow through the air and release it. Or use it in your garden or a potted plant to be recycled so it can grow a new vibration and energy or aspect of that vibration of how to express anger or rage or disappointment of self or others, or the time that you have wasted. Divine Masculine. I love you. I hope that this reading served you in some way, shape, or form. And remember, if you want a private reading, to hit the link in the description box. If you resonated with this, hit the like button, subscribe, do all of that. I love you, and I will see you next time. And I bet you that for some of you, that I love you feels very uncomfortable because you lack emotional feminine divine energy. I love you. See you next time. Bye.